You're listening to episode 36 of the Master Your Mind, Business, and Life podcast. If you're tuning in on launch day, then tomorrow, April 25th, is National Take Your Child to Work Day. My kids seem to have this impression that my job is texting and podcasting. But when I asked them if they knew what podcasting was, they were both clueless. So I decided to bring them in for an episode to show them how it works. Now, this podcast is being edited by both myself and my oldest daughter, Skyler, and my youngest daughter, Kalli, is helping me with the artwork and graphics. I felt that giving them a hands-on experience was the best way to learn what exactly it is that I do. This episode might not be the normal format that we typically have, but if you've been listening for a while, you know that almost every single guest that we have had on the show has touched on one topic, and that's childhood. Childhood experiences have a profound impact on our life. In fact, a study that was released by Child Development found that the type of emotional support that a child receives during the first 3 years and a half of life has an impact on education, social life, and romantic relationships even 20 or 30 years later. So I invite you to stick around for this not-so-normal conversation because I know you're going to walk away at the end with some positive thoughts that will definitely leave you smiling. So tune in, turn it up, let's go.
You're listening to Master Your Mind, Business and Life. Conversations with everyday world shifters, truth seekers, and rule breakers. Here's your host, Lauren Smith.
Hey everyone, it's Lauren Smith. Welcome back to another episode. As mentioned, this is not a normal podcast episode. I do have two guests joining me today, each of them joining me separately so they have their own time to shine. In honor of Take Your Child to Work Day, my kids are getting a hands-on experience learning just what it is their mom does on this podcast. So first up is my conversation with my youngest daughter, Kalli. Okay, can you tell everyone what your name is?
Kalli.
Kalli what? What's your last name? Kalli
Pearce.
Kalli Pearce is joining us today. Kalli, how old are you?
5.
5 years old. Do you go to school?
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to do at school?
Play on the playground.
Play on the playground. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A garbage truck.
A garbage truck driver?
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you want to be a garbage truck driver? Why do you like the garbage truck so much?
Because it makes noises.
Yeah. Don't you think that the garbage truck drivers is when they pick up our trash every week, is that an act of service?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Community service, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are some things that you do to be a service? Some ways that you help.
You be kind.
Being kind. Being kind is a great one. You're a kind friend. You're a kind sister. What else can you do to be of service to someone? What did you do the other day? You got a bag and you walked outside and you... It was kind of like what the garbage truck does.
I took the bag out with trash.
You filled a bag up with trash. And what does that do, picking up litter? That helps our earth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You love earth.
The earth makes it happy.
It makes the earth so happy. So happy.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me today?
Yeah.
What are some questions you have for me?
Why do you make podcasts?
Why do I make podcasts? That's a really good question. I get to have conversations with people all over the world. And I get to talk to people all over the world at the same time. And it helps people grow and learn and evolve.
Wow.
Whoa. We have listeners in Africa.
Yeah.
And Asia.
Yeah.
In Europe.
Yeah.
In America. North America. South America.
Yeah.
So many places.
I know.
What's a place that you want to go to? Where do you want to visit?
I don't really know.
You don't really know?
No.
All the places in the world and you can't think of one place you want to go?
Disneyland?
Disney. I knew you were going to say that. I actually thought you were going to say Legoland first. But Disney, huh?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Disney character?
Belle?
Belle? That's mine. Are we twinsies?
Yeah.
Oh, my heavens. Oh, my goodness, Kalli. So you have graduation coming up. You are going to be leaving VPK. Oh, careful. And going into kindergarten.
Yay!
Yay! Are you excited for kindergarten?
Yeah.
Or are you nervous?
I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
No.
No. You're going to rule the school, aren't you? What do you think kindergarten's going to be like?
I think it's going to be like a pool.
You think there's going to be a pool
Yeah.
in kindergarten?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Girlfriend's in for a rude awakening. What else do you think kindergarten's going to be like?
Was it water slide?
Oh, a water slide. Man, kindergarten does sound fun. Well, I think the new high school will have it. Maybe you guys will get to use the pool a little bit. But, all right, Kalli, I think that we should end our conversation today.
I found a Lego.
Oh, cool. I think that we should end our conversation today with doing some of our I am affirmations.
Yeah.
Okay? Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll start and then you do one, okay? I am kind.
I am friendly.
You are what?
I am friendly.
Friendly. I am funny.
I am cute.
I am beautiful.
I am smart.
I am a good friend.
I'm kind.
Aww. And we think all of our listeners are kind, smart, and beautiful too, don't we?
Yeah.
All right, tell everyone have a great day.
Have a great day.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Aw. Okay, so next up, we have the oldest of the daughters, Skyler. Skyler, welcome to your first ever podcast.
Hello, everyone.
You're going to have to get a little bit closer so everyone can hear you. All right, so tell everyone your name.
Hello, my name is Skyler Pearce, and I'm 9 years old.
9 years old. What grade are you in, Sky?
3rd grade.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an artist.
Why do you want to be an artist?
It's because I love drawing.
Are you going to be an artist where you sell your art? Are you going to be an art teacher? Are you going to be a designer?
I think I might be an art teacher first, then I might become an artist.
Oh, well, you'll still be an artist if you're an art teacher, right?
Yeah, I know.
Just a type of art. You could probably still sell your work, too, and be an art teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do both. So, you know why we're doing today's podcast is because there is a Take Your Child to Work Day, right?
Yeah.
And my kids, I don't think, know what I do on a day-to-day basis, nor do they really know the process of a podcast. So I wanted to have them help me with this podcast. So not only are we recording it together, when we are finished, we're going to edit it, create the artwork, and I'm going to show, especially Skyler, how we do the upload process and everything that goes into making a podcast. So Sky, do you have any questions about the podcast?
What do you talk about when you're on podcasts?
So podcasts in general, there are probably hundreds of thousands of podcasts available for people to listen to, all kinds of people from all over the world, and they have a bunch of different topics. The ones that we talk about on this podcast when I have guests come on, or even when I talk by myself, are mostly related around life and business. We take people's journeys of what they've done in life, how they've changed, how they've grown, the lessons that they've learned, and they share those lessons with everyone on the podcast. Sometimes they also promote their business as well.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to people from all over the place. Like, I think we're now in like 34 countries. Yeah, pretty cool. I'll show you the stats when we're done.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. A lot of people tune in. We're very blessed to have people show up and listen every single week. So I have a question for you.
What?
How do you think you can change the world. What do you think that you can do to make an impact in the world? So I feel I make an impact by doing this podcast, right? Because I'm helping people grow and learn. What do you want to do?
I think I would like show kindness to the world and like not be like rude, so people would probably like follow me.
Yeah, you want to lead by example?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some kind acts that you want to do or you already do, or maybe you see yourself doing in the future?
Probably helping the poor.
Ooh, that's really good. Like the homeless or like acts of giving back to people. Mm-hmm. It's always good to help other people when you can. Kindness makes the world go round. Skyler and I have watched the Kindness Diaries. If you haven't watched that on Netflix, it's really good. Basically, the host tours all around the country.
Is Leo?
Leon is his name.
Oh, Leon.
Leon, yeah. He travels all around the country, and he can never accept money from anyone, only acts of kindness. So if you need something to watch with your family or your kids, that's just really good role model example on kindness and how the act of kindness and compassion can spread so quickly. We get down with the Kindness Diaries, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some other things that you're interested in? I'll tell you, I know. So Skylar's been reading a lot of books recently. We are having a book competition currently of who can read our books the fastest. We are tied at 1-1 right now. Yeah. She said she was about to say that. Which one are you finishing up?
The Doll in the Garden.
Who's that by?
Mary Downing Hall.
And to confirm this, guy, I know we've had this conversation. I met her when I was about your age. Isn't that crazy? Your favorite author I met when I was your age. Pretty cool, right?
What'd she look like?
She doesn't look much different than what she does now. Sky always makes fun of me because she says I was born in the 1900s. And she'll be like, oh, back in the 1900s. Like it was a long time ago. But I sometimes forget the perception of kids who were born in the 2000s of how long ago that must feel. But it really wasn't that long ago. So she always thinks the 1900s are this far off time period, like dinosaurs or something. How do you think life looked different when I was a kid versus when you were a kid?
So there like wouldn't be any phones.
No phones, all right.
Or like one of those phones that would be connected to the walls because they already invented like Androids, Samsungs, and iPads.
So yeah, I definitely did not have an iPad. Definitely didn't have a Samsung or an Android. My phone was connected to the wall, and it had a big, long cord on it. And
just like Napoleon Dynamite.
just like Napoleon Dynamite. Yep, you got it. What do you think TV was like for me as a kid?
Glitchy.
No. What do you think? Cable itself wasn't very much different than what it is now. But now, like, you know, direct TV, we have DVR where we can record things. Like, that was a lot different for me.
Like you know how our grandpa and grandma have, like, those tiny TVs? I feel like they would have those with, like, those sticks hanging out.
Oh, the antennas.
Yeah.
Talking about the antennas hanging out of the TV. So, yeah, that definitely was it. Mom and Pop, what do you think their TV was like?
Black and white.
Black and white, yeah. They only had a couple channels, too. Not very many channels. And TVs were really big. Like, they didn't have flat screens like we have. Like, they were big, fat TVs. And I remember my dad had this TV that was really big in his basement. I think you even saw it, Sky, and it probably took a couple people just to move it. But these flat screens, we can just move one person, right? They're not very heavy. So, Sky, you have seen me stressed out a lot. Why do you think that adults get stressed out so easily?
I think adults get stressed out so easily because they have bills to pay, they have to work a lot, and their kids are a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. So what could maybe adults do to, like, channel their inner child? Because You like being a kid because you don't have that many responsibilities and you get to play a lot. So what are some things that adults could do to maybe not be so stressed?
They should have more fun and not take things so serious and do things they liked to do as a kid.
Oh, that's pretty good insight. Well, Sky, if you have to tell someone today, maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe they could just use some words of inspiration, what would you say to someone right now to lift them up?
You're beautiful just the way you are, and you don't have to change the person of who you really are for somebody else.
That's a great message. I like that. I think that's a really good message for us to end on today. So, Skyler, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me on the podcast, and I hope you all have an amazing, wonderful day.
Well, there you have it, an unscripted episode with the 31-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 5-year-old. I hope they brought some light to your day and that you're able to spend some time showing your kids your workflow. We're back next week with another episode, a new guest, and a topic that's sure to put your mind to work. Until then, remember,
Every level of life is an opportunity to grow.
Be well, my friend.